I wanted to make this video as an encouragement because I know that some of you guys are going through really, really hard situations right now, impossible situations, and you feel like you don't have the strength to go through. You don't even know if you have the faith to make it through. You don't see God or feel Him, or you don't feel led of Him. You don't know where He is in the moment, and I want to encourage you guys. He is with you. He has never left you. He will be with you. He will see you through this. Almost a year ago, one of my kids fell and broke some teeth, and thankfully they were just baby teeth and new ones came in. But when he fell and hurt himself, I took him to the hospital. I picked him up, I carried him to the car, I drove him there fast. I carried him inside. I was getting things and doing anything and everything I could to help him. Even though he was in pain, he was traumatized, he was going through a horrible situation, he didn't realize everything I was doing. It didn't register, he couldn't see it. All he could see, he was just focused on the pain in the moment that he was going through. He didn't realize how much I was doing to help him. And I'm just saying that there are so many ways that God is helping and carrying you through your situation right now, that you may not see, you may not feel His presence, you may not be aware of what He's doing because the pain of the moment is so blinding and so overwhelming that you're not recognizing God's hand. But I promise you, He is there. He is carrying you through this. And when you look back in hindsight, you're going to start seeing it. You may not see everything He did, but you will see that He was with you. In Isaiah 46 verse 4, it says, "And even to your old age I am He, and even to hoar hairs or white hair will I carry you." God says, I will carry you. I have made and I will bear, and I will carry and I will deliver you. That's God's promise. He will do it. He does do it. And oftentimes you only see it in hindsight. When you're in the moment, you don't realize. And even in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, Paul says in verse 8 that we were pressed out of measure. So here in this case, Paul and he and his friends were caught. They were put in jail. And it says that we were pressed out of measure above strength, insomuch that we despaired even of life. And they had the sentence of death in themselves. He's saying that they were pressed beyond their measure of faith, beyond what they could handle. And this is Paul, one of the apostles, one of the greatest Christians you'll see in history. And even he got to a point where he was pressed beyond his measure of faith. But he goes on to say how God delivered them. And there are times where even if you're pressed beyond your measure of faith, God is there. He will come through. He will deliver you. He will help you. And you'll see that it was Him and only Him. That it's not always about us having the strength to get through. It's okay that sometimes our strength isn't where it could be. And God doesn't abandon you. He does not ditch you. He wants you to grow. He's encouraging you to grow, and you will grow if you spend time with Him. But even in the moments where you're pressed beyond your measure of faith, beyond your strength, He is with you, and He can and will see you through. And you'll definitely see this in some way in hindsight. But I pray this is an encouragement to you guys. Don't give up. God is carrying you. He will bear you. He will lift you up. So thank you all for watching. I pray that you're blessed and have a great day.